Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach who will be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about live trade, trading psychology, live trade, fundamental, technical, and every aspect of trading. So if you are passionate about trading, either a beginner or trading for some time, this is a channel where you can learn trading by watching the live trade. Also, you can open, if you like, either in a live or demo account. If you know the proper risk management, it's your choice. I do share all my trade in the live session, and also we discuss about how the market works, technical analysis, and also we discuss about the trading psychology. So if you are passionate about it, then I would recommend you to stick till the end of this test session to see how we are trading. And don't hesitate to ask any question. There is a live chat option available. You can ask any question you have or give your opinion, so that also you know what you are thinking about the market. So we do look at most of the instrument, especially we keep a special eye on the volatile pairs such as gold and Gbpjpy. And if there is any other things coming up, also we'll be looking at as NF. There is a ADP. So there is a news, high impact news. Forgot the name of it. Sometime it happens, guys. Let's see. I think it's ADP non-farm employment change, which is coming in just a matter of an hour. So there is a high probability there could be. And then 12:30 is coming CAD, and 12:30 again CAD GDP, also employment cost index. So dollar CAD also getting very volatile. So also we'll be looking at dollar CAD as well. So let's see what we have in the upcoming session. So before I progress, make sure, guys and girls, you give a thumbs up, and also let me know if you are here so that I can start the full analysis. Darren, good afternoon from Spain. Darren, thank you very much. Victor, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining the live session. And let me know, guys and girls, if you're ready and here. You can use the live chat so that I know everyone is here, so that I can begin the analysis. And also let me know which one we can start first. Good evening, sir. Thank you. Good evening. So GJ had a big bounce from the place that we talked about early today in our previous live. So gold, here is gold. This is the support for me. Gold, we might see that still there could be movement. Patrick, hello coach, thank you very much and appreciate. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, good afternoon, beloved brother. Good afternoon. Thank you. Amer Ali, thank you. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for joining. Before I begin, I want to post a poll to see what you guys are thinking. Before I give my opinion, I want to know also your opinion. So So gold prediction, let us know. I have posted a poll to see what you guys community are thinking about this gold movement. So your opinion also will be helpful. So I'm starting, first of all, starting with gold. I see that the like is still not high. I know that I still didn't start, so there's no much reason to smash it, but if you do it will be helpful, or you can wait to see a bit more time how you see the live session. If you like it, then don't forget to like the live session. Thank you for your support to the channel. So let's begin first of all with gold. And this is a trade early today we posted. We secured some profit on it. It moved a lot in the direction that we expected. So let me first of all see the bigger picture, daily. Now for me here, daily is bigger picture, and then let me delete that so it will be easy to see. So in an hour, as you know, that there is a news coming up, so we could see that definitely there could be good move, because after tomorrow is NFP, right? So basically this is a ADP non-farm employment change news. Also this is a news week, as you know, that event week. So if you look at that ADP non-farm employment change coming up 12:15 a.m. in my zone, and then 12:30 a.m. CAD, also USD employment cost index, which is forecast was 1%, and depending on how the data it is. And then tonight is FOMC, as you know that it's a big one. And then tomorrow coming up Gbp, also USD, and then it's on and on until the NFP. So now the question is, there is a news coming, right? We will be discussing about that news also, what we can expect from this news. But for the time being, let's look at the technical aspect. Today's candle on gold, you can see this is the daily candle, and today's range is the high and the low. Okay, these are the high and low of the day for today. Now if gold is bullish, that means that if gold wants to break this high, I think that without dropping down below the previous daily low, there could be struggle for gold to go straight like that, because there is already a big long weak candle. There is a weak fill probability, but still you see that the market has left an imbalance in that area. So in majority of the time you'll see that the price will break that low, and then we might see that a bullish candle is being closed above from the daily. So therefore the chance for a deeper pullback is high. But at the same time, this is a bull market. You know that this is a bullish market, and in that bullish market, in that bull market, it's hard for the price to directly drop like that. So there is a chance for long-term picture to be upside. So looking at the intraday, now I'm going back to the intraday because there's a monthly close tomorrow also. Now if you remember our previous couple of live sessions, guys, this is a information that you can check with the previous live session also. So if you remember our previous live session, probably in our London session or in our NY session live, we discussed it. I do discuss a lot these kind of things. So if you remember, what did I say? That when you see a market like this slowly trending with multiple liquidity gap, okay, that's the sign that this market will move up, break to the upside. And you can see that if you look at this candle, it's a big liquidity gap, and then there is this along the way it is gathering a lot of liquidity. So the reason it is gathering those liquidity, because when it is heading here, it's going to a very difficult zone, what I would say, because it's a monthly resistance and this is an all-time high. And because of that, the market needs momentum for break of this resistance. Therefore, the chances for gold to bounce up is high, as along the way it is gathering liquidity and quite a few long wick candles crossing that 20 MA, touching that and bouncing up, and that could lead gold to bounce back to the resistance level. So from the this is the 1 hour chart, where there is a 1 hour doji which is basically bullish, just candle close in a couple of minutes. And let's see the 15 minutes, it is also bullish. Now we could look for right now some bullish setup, but because there is a news coming, patience will be the key here. So this doji, this is the 15 minutes doji on gold. That's a very, very significant doji. Let me draw a level on the daily support, so also we'll keep eye on that. As you can see, the price after testing the daily support had a bounce, so I will be writing down this one. So this is the daily support here, and now our main goal here is to look at those levels. So this is the daily low, this is the daily open and close, and you see that the 10 and 20 MA is crossing over from each other, which is a very, very significant level here. And yeah, so we'll be looking for entry after deeper pullback. It's pushing high at the moment, expecting a break of this, any of this low, and then to give us that entry opportunity. And if you guys are ready for the day, I see that 38 bots, so bullish, yeah, 68% bullish, 32% bearish. So basically yeah, gold looks to me bullish, but not now because there is a news coming. Let the market settle and then we will be able to enter. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Shan Salim, coach. Weekly TF weakness candle on gold. So what can we expect? Weekly time frame, weakness candle on gold. What can we expect? Very good question. So we'll be looking at, so weekly, if you look at the weekly time frame, there is a weakness candle and the market already has broken that high. So we can expect a couple of things. One thing we can expect in a very unusual case, what I'd say, that unusual situation, it could, during the news, it may happen that gold could have a huge breakdown and then filling that week, creating a week and then going back up. One scenario. The other scenario is not coming that far, but after a little pullback, it's bouncing up. So the chance for move up is high. So the bias, the bet is for me now to the upside on gold after the way it is forming this structure, which is a bullish structure. But you know that news normally creates these So if it creates this, then after forming the spike, we can look for, and as NFP, it might even range in this level. Okay, it might even range in this zone. So we will be looking for always the extreme zone where there is a high probability, and then we can enter the trade. So whenever we will see that, we will be entering the trade. So basically these are the levels that we have looked at and where we will be looking for entry as soon as we will find it. So now let's look at, if we look at in this area, so this is where a double bottom and bounce at the moment. The price is still maintaining series of higher low in that area. Wanna see that it drops, okay, and then has gone up back to the upside. Cool. See what happened. We see that very good bullish move here, and we'll be looking at also the Gbpusd. Okay, so now let's see what is the next instrument. Hello, thank you very much. Chokalisa, good afternoon. Support, yeah, good afternoon. What time is the news, sir? So news incoming around 45 minutes from this time, and also one is in 1 hour time. Now let's quickly look at Gbpusd, how it is doing. And first of all, looking at the daily chart. Okay, so from the daily, Gbpusd had a, yesterday there was a daily doji. Now GJ, if you look at the daily chart, you'll see a lot of information there. First of all, looking at Gbpusd from the daily time frame, this is a, you can see there is a consolidation pattern here on GJ, and I will be first looking at the higher time frame, monthly, weekly, and then we'll jump on to this lower time frame, looking at the monthly. So bigger picture, looking at bigger picture is always helpful, as you know that in every dimension of trading, looking at bigger picture is the key. And also if you look at bigger picture from the what I can say that life perspective, also bigger picture is the key. So you guys can see sometime camera goes. Okay, so if you look at the bigger picture on Gbpusd from the monthly, what do we see? That there is a, this is a long-term bullish market. A long-term picture is absolutely important because this is where you will be seeing which way the market is heading from the directional perspective. Now, directional bias is key because if you look at this market, what do you see? That it's an uptrending market structure. Now, how do you know that a market is trending up or down? Is from the market structure. So I see that if you look at my chart, you will see that there are two indicators, 10 and 20 EMA. So these two indicators is also a use for the directional bias in terms of trend, but the only way the accurate way to identify the direction of the trend is from the market structure. So market structure is the backbone of the market. For example, if you see an animal, that animal may have a backbone. So basically the market structure will tell you the which way the market is heading, and based on that the market will move. So market structure is the key to find the directional bias in the market. Now if you look at the overall picture from the monthly, we see that it's bullish. Now if we look at the weekly chart, just scaling down little bit to the downside on GJ, what do we see on Gbpusd is that previous week there is a very narrow doji. Now this narrow doji is quite significant because it's a deceleration of this move. We have seen the 3 weeks of bullish move. Finally there was a narrow doji, and with the narrow doji the market managed to open this week with a gap, and with that gap opening the price so far had a drop. Now because the market couldn't break the high, what I think that we could see a bit more deeper pullback on Gbpusd. If we look at the daily chart, you will see that picture but more clear. Yesterday's candle is a daily doji. Now let me draw that daily level, because daily level is absolutely important. Daily key level, or all the key levels highly probable on the daily time frame, because it's not neither a higher time frame nor the lower time frame. It's the mid range, is the balancing point of the time frame. So if you look at the previous day's doji, is where this is the resistance. The price just has penetrated to the upside, and now we could see that the market, I think that GJ might drop down to the daily 20 MA, and then could see that with the news coming up, we might see that this one also might get volatile. We could see the price testing and then moving back to the upside. So looking at the intraday, where the price has hit that 20 MA, just has broken the high. So let's see what kind of price action it is making on the 5 minutes and 15 minutes to see if the market is planning for a move here. Okay, so if we see any kind of double top, yeah, or deeper liquidity gap, we will be looking for selling here, because in that case is the sign that the market will revert back to this support level at least, or even breaking that low, right? So if not, then we might see further bounce. Now this is the range that we can look at today on GJ. If we see that the market has formed a double top or any kind of reversal pattern, we'll be looking for selling. Okay, on the other hand, yeah, this is what main goal here. At the moment there is no plan for buying because it's a locally bearish market. Okay, so it's the key points that I mentioned, guys and girls, that trend is your friend until it bends in the end. I said that trend is your friend as long as you are trading for the rest of your life. Okay, so if you look at the legends such as JC Livermore, talk a lot about him because I studied him a lot. how, you know, the legendary traders, what they thought long ago, because all those secret formula, secret strategy originated from very early. So he said that buy the market which is fully bullish, sell the market which is fully bearish. So what legend says is definitely we need to listen, isn't it? Because they knows in detail with their experience how the market moves. So I will be explaining now how to buy the market which is fully bullish, how to sell the market which is fully bearish, and how do you know that, how to identify a market is fully bullish or how to identify a market is fully bearish. So before I go to that point, make sure guys you like this stream. If you like it and give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, because as a trader definitely we need to look at what the legendary trader says and why they say. So how do you know a market is fully bullish or fully bearish? Also, I want to ask this question to you guys and girls. Can anyone answer? How do you know a market is fully bearish, or how do you know a market is fully bullish? Then you can look for buying and selling, isn't it? Gold entry, absolutely. RP, hi now. Trading gold too, yeah, very good. In 15 minutes, Kadir, NASDAQ. Yeah, we'll be looking at. I'm just looking at to see gold and GJ, and then we'll be looking at other instrument as well. So let's see if we have any kind of entry. So looking at, yeah, GJ might try to bounce again, and if it failed, then we can look for selling. It is still maintaining a bullish market structure. So how do you know a market is fully bullish or bearish? Price action higher high, price action higher high is bullish. Okay, so yeah, higher high is bullish, lower high is bearish, but fully bullish. So what does it mean by fully bullish or bearish, right? That's the key points, isn't it? Because you could see that a market might be creating series of higher low here also. Let's say this market here, which is not fully bullish yet, but is still maintaining series of higher low. So how do you identify a market is fully bullish? So to understand it, the first thing a trader need is, let's look at very good, 129 view, 29 likes. Can you guys and girls help me by smashing the like button? I hope that so far you watched it, you liked it. If you like it, give a big thumbs up. That helps the channel to be visible to more people, and you can ask any question using the live chat. So now here is GJ getting some rejection from the top. Coming to the daily. Okay, so here what I think, it might drop to the daily. This is the daily level. It might drop to the daily. This is the daily, very important support, and then we could see one more upside and then drop. That is the plan. If the price wants to reverse, then we could see that's happening on GBP JPY. You can see this price is coming to this level. But I think that from here, one more bounce breaking this high and then to drop could be a very good plan. But at the moment, the possibility for drop is high, but what I'm expecting for the price to go back up, feel that, create a manipulation, and then to drop. On the other hand, if we see that it reversed from here, we'll be looking to see how we can find entry on that. Okay, so it's almost nearly to the daily opening and closing. From here, we can expect another bounce to break this daily high and then finally to return downside again or to up further. So this is the 15 minutes candle, but 15 minutes already it formed that liquidity candle, so you want to see that it's closing as a liquidity candle. Okay, so you see that from here it's getting some kind of rejection. If we find an entry, we'll be looking to enter. Looking at gold, here we saw that, yeah, from this zone you see there is a long wick candle, and so chances for gold to also come down for especially this support. If you look at here, there is a long wick candle. This is a big bull, and below this level is the liquidity zone. Okay, so there is liquidity here. So what is liquidity? Sometimes I get a very good question asking what is liquidity. Also we'll be discussing on that. Higher highs, higher low. Absolutely, Darren, you are correct. Higher high and higher low. So basically when the market formed that higher high and higher low, and after it reverse, so I will show you now. Okay, so how do you, there is a fundamental language of the market, how the market moves. So it's like that, there has to be any kind of reversal, and then the market needs to break out of that reversal, need to retest that, either coming or leaving a fair value gap, and then the market confirms its break of swing high, which is now fully bullish market. Now the best place for entry on this kind of market, after the trend confirmed. Okay, so after we see that the trend is confirmed, the market is fully bullish, and then waiting for a breakdown. All right, I think that in the time Jesse Livermore didn't talk about it, probably there was no liquidity gap in that time. How can be there is a liquidity gap? I think the charting system also was not like that, right? So liquidity gap most likely is the newest, isn't it? So that time is in a different way. So now we need to look at the liquidity gap. Now if we buy from higher high, sell from lower low, I see that more often it doesn't work. The only thing works for me is buying from a local breakdown, selling from a local breakout. So what I'll be discussing on that. Okay, so buying from higher high, more often you will see that the price will just reverse back. So buying from a local breakdown is the place where we can look for that kind of movement. So if you look at here what do we see? That this is a local breakdown. See how the gold has moved here. If you look at here, what do you see? This is an uptrending market structure, right? A big move, trend, another move, breakdown. Okay. So if you look at that, now this is a trade for buying from higher high, right? You buy from here. Not always. It's a market is a random. Most of the time you see very random, but probability to find in that randomness is the art of being a trader. So if you look at here, if you go long, then definitely you're gonna stop out, isn't it? But look at what happened later. The market has managed to break from that structure, which is the local breakdown, and that is where the high probability trades comes in play. Right? So now here, if you look at gold with the news coming up, it's consolidating, right? So we will be waiting for the same thing. We'll be waiting for that local breakdown, and then going for that entry. All right, so let's see. We'll try to find the best entry possible. In the meantime, let me see. Yeah, GJ has done that. Has done that, GJ, as mentioned. Let's see now where it is going. Okay. Okay, now the question is, it's going up to further to the upside, or it's reverting back from here. If we look at the weekly resistance, okay, now I will be, let's see again. I will be going short on GJ. From here, stop loss I will put a couple of pips above this level. So 10 pip stop loss I will put only. If the market goes up, then I'm out of the trade. I'll be targeting here a bit bigger profit target. We'll keep up to this. Let's see how far it goes. We'll keep up, stop loss we'll put around 62. So if it bounce up, then I will be out of the trade. So I put at 163 stop loss. I put at 163 my stop loss. So okay, so I'm running in profit. See here, yep, running profit. For me, this move is potential manipulation. So this is highest point was 187.57, so we have 5 pip additional pad on it. So we see that move. I'm running nearly, so as soon as the price will move further, at least 1% move, then I'll take 50% off the table. The rest of the 50% I will be running. I want to see that bigger profit on that. Okay, so you see a couple of pips. I have put only 11 pip stop loss on it. Only 11 pip. Because it has done the manipulation expecting it to drop to, so let me draw the daily support also, because it had a bounce from the daily support. So this is the daily support here at 38, 39. Okay, so if the price managed to drop to 40, then I will be taking half position and will move the stop loss just here, 1 pip above, just above this red candle. Expecting it to have a downside. And almost entry. I have only 11 pip stop loss on this trade. So let's see, expecting it to break down to this level, or even, so if it reverses from here, because the market has broken the daily resistance, we can expect deeper drop. If it goes back up, then we might see it's trending to the upside. So I am almost at entry. So now it needs to fail from here. It needs to, this 5 minutes needs to close below this level. This is a 2 candle rejection. So 2 more minutes for this candle to go. Need to keep watching that price action, and expecting this candle not to be able to break to the upside, then we can expect for the price to reject in that direction. In that case, we could see that good movement. Looks so far so good. The bull's not getting enough strength, so you see slowly becoming weaker and weaker, expecting it to drop. But don't double up your position, guys. Anytime you'll see another spike and then taking everyone out, so make sure that you are not doubling up position but being consistent with your position. So you see some kind of slow bearish, don't be, I know that greed is a very normal human nature. We all have greed. I also have greed. It needed, but you need to keep it in check so that in one trade you are not going out, or the main point here of being a trader is to stay in the market as long as you can, because the more aged you will become in this market, the more experienced you will become, the better you will understand the market. But the unfortunate thing is that most traders quit very early. So if you Google it, what is the average time that a trader stay in this career, you'll see that very few. Okay, I think 30%, 70% quit in first 3 months to 6 months. So it's very important that you stay patient and focus on the bigger picture is the key, right? Because once you become very good at it, if you can keep check your emotion over time, you will become very good at it, which is the very normal response. Now, okay, so here we see potential for so far so good in our direction. Okay, so looks like that bull's not getting enough fuel. How's doing with the gold is there, let it be. We are on GJ. Let's keep eye on this trade, and to see that it's not being able to break. So this level that I have drawn at 187.38, 39 is where there is a daily support. Okay, so if the price breaks that low, where you see there is a red candle, this one here, this is a liquidity zone. Okay, and if the market drops down to that level, we will be more than 1% in that case. Yeah, so we'll be more nearly like 1% profit, and then as soon as it will drop to that level, if it goes up, then we are can't do anything about it, part of trading. If it drops here, then we'll be taking half. That means that if, how do I take half? So if my position is 5 lot, I take 2.5 lot of the market. My position is 1 lot, then I take 0.5 lot, close with the rest of the position will be running. So here is 15 minutes closing. Looks to me that it's a manipulation candle. See, if it is a manipulation candle, definitely we should see downside. But if it isn't, so let's see how this one is closing. We look at 1 hour. You see some kind of, yeah, so that's what I'm expecting from that zone, the price to break that low, so that we have opportunity to take some profit and let the rest run whichever way it wants to go. Price action is still in our favor. Okay, we see that. So here you want to see that there is a rejection. You want to see the price to drop down to that nearly 5 pip move needed for our some profit taking. Okay, so there is a 15 minutes candle closed. Okay, we see some downside. Why your price action is trying to drop again, getting some kind of rejection, right? Now don't want to give the peep to us, isn't it? The market is sometimes very slow, because there is a news coming in 15 minutes. We have to make a decision on that, because it will affect the JJ also. So from the 15 minutes, this is the, so there is a 1 hour close, and So the bears looks a bit dominant in that area, which is the most important part. Who is in control is a very important. This is also a very key point to look at. So when you look at the market, always ask yourself a very important question: who is in control? So let's see how it is doing, and as soon as it will arise that around 40 level, as I mentioned, I will be, because there is a news coming up, either depending on the situation will be closing full or half, and we'll move the stop loss so that news not carrying too much effect on us. So looks to me that potential reversal. All right, so come on, set entry again. Now the news is just 10 minutes. Not a very good price action. Expected the candle to drop down, didn't do that. How the 5 minutes closed. Okay, so not a very strongly bearish at the moment. What do we see? Nearing the entry. Now we need to manage that trade. First of all, we need to see one more push down to at least to some profit zone. Okay, it's at entry. I will be exiting the trade whatever the situation, because 1-2 pip down, no problem. It looks to me that we could see that bullish. I'm out of Gbpjpy. Yeah, so didn't go as expected. It might drop, but there is a news coming up. I don't want to get out here, so I am out. 1 pip, 2 pip, 3 pip. How many pip? 2 pip, 2 pip down, but I'm out. Okay. We'll be entering again. I believe that you guys also there, maybe even could be in little profit or at entry. So I am out on GJ at near entry, and we'll be entering again. Let the news spin settle down. We'll be entering again. Looks to me that we might see further upside on GJ. Didn't do the job that we expected a bearish candle form a bullish candle, so we might see further upside on GJ, and for everyone should be the same situation. And wait patiently, we will have trade as okay. So there is a breakdown on gold as expected, as the news coming to the daily support. Okay, so as I mentioned before, the price to drop down. Let's see if there is anything on gold. GJ ultimately, with the news, we might see that what we expected could happen, but I'll leave it there at the moment for the news. For other, I will be looking at the moment gold to see what's happening here. It's now jumping down after we are out of the trade. That's hilarious. Okay, so here is we might see now on gold further downside. We look at the daily. So this is what we discussed in the beginning of the session, for the price on the daily to drop down. So this is the daily support, and let me draw that as well. So this line is where the today's low. Okay, so this is the daily low, right? So this is the daily low, and if news bring the price below this low and there is another low in between or after breaking of this, we will find incredible buying opportunity from those levels, right? So just 4 minutes to go for the news. I think gold might have a downside bias on that. Yeah, thank you very much. It's now dropping down. GJ time frame. Yeah, thank you. Eurusd, Jeff, gold next target, predict 2062. Okay. Joe, hello coach, how are you? I'm good, thank you. What are you setting for moving averages? So the moving average that you see on my chart, red is 10 EMA, blue is 20 EMA. My view on gold, that's what we are discussing. and expecting gold to drop down and then go back up. Gold is dropping. 1 minute scalp. 1 minute scalp is okay. So here is GJ might be ultimately this. It bounced. It prepared for move. Prepared for that move. So basically it's promising for further upside. The structure is bullish. Okay, gold is now the news might take that gold below the daily low. Okay, so the way we see 1 minute remaining, spike could be to the downside. That's a big spike. Huge spike. What happened with the data? What came out to be? $107K ADP non-farm employment change. Prediction was 148K. That made gold to be volatile. How that impacted Gbpusd? This one also had a big liquidity gap. Let the news settle down and then we'll be looking for entry. As expected, gold has dropped to that liquidity zone, waiting for complete manipulation. Then we can look for entry. Guys, make sure that always keep proper control over your emotion, and all kind of risk management is the key. Okay, so risk management is the key when you are trading, so not risking the whole thing. So the price in fact didn't go to the stop losses, drop down. What it is trying to do here? So either way it is moving from the daily or from the you might find opportunity on GJ very soon. You need to wait for the news to be settled down. which way gold is it manipulating from this level or from this level? That's the main point, isn't it? So is the price gathering liquidity from here for dropping or gathering liquidity from the support for going up? We'll know it after a little more time. GG is still staying there where it started. So candle close and before candle close is very important to see. Do you think, guys, what's your opinion on the GJ and gold? Looks to me that, don't want to say, first of all I want to see what you guys are at. Martin Nijega, how is gold is today with news coming? Gold is still volatile. We see the movement in all direction. Until the news being settled down, we have to wait. How the candle close is very important. Let's keep eye. Focus is the key here in trading. Focus is very important. Biology. Gold is going down, gold is to and drop down. So quite a few prediction. I think that still I'm not thinking anything, because let the market settle down, because what I would say might impact anything, but at the moment the best option for us is to wait for the price to, the candle to close especially, and then we will be able to see, because before the candle close you'll see the candles in a very different form and shape. So it is always a good idea is to wait for the candle close. Also, it is important that what time frame candle you want to close. That it's also important, right? Do you want to see 15 minutes close or 5 minutes close or 4-hour close? It's very important, right? So especially this is a news candle, and 15 minutes is absolutely important to look at when you are looking at the news candle, because first 15 minutes of the news release is very important to look at. And so GJ here is it is in a consolidation, and whenever the market is going up, getting some kind of long wick candles. Looking at gold is also still not giving any clear direction. Once we will find that direction, we will be looking for entry. And while we are looking at the chart, let's also talk about developing a trading psychology. Do you know that if you are beginning as a trader or beginner trader or trading for some time, a trader's trading success will depend on, I would say 50-50, not 70-30. Some might say 70-30, but 50-50 will depend on, so 50% will depend on trading psychology, and 50% on the rest. 50% on the rest. Okay, so this is very important as a trader to look at, right? 50% trading psychology, 50% the rest. Now the rest also includes risk management, having a strategy, technical analysis, all of them. But alone 50% covers trading psychology. So it's a big part of trading. So if you are really want to be a professional trader, then I would recommend you to focus on trading psychology. You can find a lot of content in my channel, also on the YouTube channel. You will find heaps of content about trading psychology from older 2-3 years earlier till now. And also if you are in our course, in our live, in our lifetime access plan, then you should find that on your dashboard about trading psychology. Even if you still don't know, or if you think that you have not have a very good trading psychology, you can approach me. You can use the contact detail to contact me to see if I need to assess. I do more often talk to the members who think that they need assistance. So in the past, I talked to quite a few members about developing, and they significantly improved after quite a few sessions. So make sure that you focus on trading psychology, because trading psychology, without developing that, it's almost impossible to be a profitable trader. And how do you then develop that trading psychology? Well, that's the question, right? So this is what a progressive work, and what I focus on, rather than giving you some set of rules, because rules is everywhere, right? But how do you follow that rules? Here everyone fails, right? Now what I try to do is the shifting complete identity from a non-trader to a trader. That's what I believe, that the permanent change happens. So shifting an identity means that, let's say when we are trading, like every aspect in our life, when we do something from a place of being, right? For example, if you are working doing a job, definitely you becoming someone to do something, right? Let's say when you are driving, you are a driver. So it's a kind of identity that you are taking when you are driving. So shifting an identity from non-trader to a trader means that permanent change from shifting from changing the mindset is the key to be profitable as a trader. So this is the main point here, is to look at the complete trading pattern and then assess it over time. So which is very important. If you passionate about trading, is key to be profitable as a trader. And let me know, guys, do you think that you have a very strong trading psychology? Do you think that? Please, what's your analysis on Gbpusd? So Gbpusd, it's what we are looking at the moment. And 30 minutes candle closed with a bearish price action. But let's see, still 43 seconds remaining. Okay, so GJ has formed bearish price action. In my opinion, we could see downside, and exactly with the same setup that we did before, the same price action, a bit more refined now. I will be placing sell again on GJ to this level. From that zone, this time there will be a bit bigger stop loss around 15 pip. I will be explaining later why I have opened that. So there is a big jump from that place, which will give us narrower entry. Narrower stop loss will be again 187.63 like before, and from that place stop loss TP come on, why do I didn't enter late? Okay, so I'm short again on GJ. There's a gap opening, might be a call. Come on, very volatile. So there is another new spin released, and that made the price to be volatile. Okay, so the spread high. I'll be explaining later. The same setup that we did before. Expecting it to drop down from the 30 minutes. We saw a long bearish candle, and at the moment okay, so from the place that I have sold, I have entered in the profit zone. Wanna take this one. I will be explaining a bit later. First let's focus on the trade, and then I will be explaining what's the trade reason behind. First wanna make sure that it's breaking in that direction. So from the 5 minutes, want to see that the trend changes from here. Right, so okay, so I'm sell on GJ. I believe that you guys also on this. Let me know if you have entered any trade on GJ. Make sure you do the risk management. Very important is the key. Okay. So I am just have entered in the profit zone, expecting it to break down. If it is, if because the price has formed quite a few long week candle, a breakdown is expected. Okay guys, so here is the main point to look at. Oh, see that drop. Cool, going to nearly halfway. See that sometime need to be very quick. You saw that even I was quick, but still sometime I enter late. So nearly halfway on Gbpusd, and expecting good move. Guys, let me know in the live chat, are you on this trade or you still not there? Make sure you don't double up. Very important that this is what I was talking about, the trading psychology. Okay. Anytime we could see bounce even, so wanna see that made a good move and then taking some profit. Okay, so come on, why you trying to bounce again? In minutes. Okay, let's secure some peep here. Okay, again going in the profit direction. My entry on this trade is around it's 187.47. So at 40 it will be 7 pip up, but the price is struggling to drop. Sometime it happens, and but ultimately what I think that the price will reverse, highly likely we can expect. So there is a daily, this is the daily level. Price is struggling from the daily support, getting rejected, and so 40 level is the daily level. So from here come on, sometime does that, and we need to be patient on that. Okay guys, so here is ultimately we see some improvement, and what I think that GJ, if it fails to break the high, the price, you see quite a few long week candles in that area, that could lead the price to the support level. We see that movement, and okay guys, in the meantime, if you are enjoying the live session, give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting. Got it? Thank you. All right, so looking for a drop in that direction. If you're enjoying the live session, don't hesitate to like the stream. So I see that view is 100 and currently 75, but like is only 72. Can you make it to 100? So yeah, I've entered the same setup again on GJ. There is the so you see that here I'm at entry, in the last moment getting some rejection before the candle close. Again creating a bullish price action here. 30 minutes, this was a long bearish candle from 30 minutes, two bearish candle. It needs to now break down, which is, if it isn't, then you might see another bull move. It's got rejected again. Now when the price struggles, it's sometimes get very confusing to see which way the market is primarily heading. So we need that breakdown for okay, here we see that GJ the way it moved is still again showing huge pattern. It's not that what expected. Okay, another candle closing here. If this one will show us the overall direction, how the market might be doing, expecting it to revert back in the direction. Okay, so 15 minutes, and there was a gap opening, tested the 20 EMA, see how it did, and from that gap opening the price tested the 20 EMA, got rejected. Now it's returning back again. Here is the main price action here, expecting to have a big long bearish candle. Okay, so if it breaks down from here, which we eventually see in the direction, we're not seeing a very good light on this. Let's see what's happening with gold. Let it run. Gold had a bounce from this level, big bounce on that, and okay, so this is the 1 hour candle on gold. After crossing quite a few candles low, price managed to break to the upside from the 15 minutes and lower time frame. We see that gold has this is a manipulation and had a big bounce. So we'll see how we can find entry on gold as well. First of all, here with the Gbpusd, like to see that this one we need to either close at entry because we are nearing our entry, or we need to close with little profit, or before we see that if it is bouncing back up, then definitely we want to exit. How the price action is forming is very important. I was really surprised in that area. The way it dropped, should have seen that the market revert back. Sometime it little remain a bit annoyingly bearish or bullish. So the price action is bullish on GJ here. Again turn to bullish. So we'll try to exit on near the entry. Okay, so it looks like that it's gonna be again bullish. So this was a liquidity grab, and any drop to the entry will go exit the trade. Go for now. It's forming a red candle, expecting it to drop down, and then okay, so you see okay, a big drop, almost nearly to the profit zone. I'm still holding. Okay, I'll exit now with little downside. Let it one more drop. Yep. One more drop. Yep. So I have exited. Okay, so it's probably in your should be in running profit. What happened? Why it's still the trade on? That's interesting. What did I do then? Which trade I have exited then? Okay, so I exit GJ. It's so both of the trade break even, and it's moving in the direction, in fact. Okay, someday like this, guys, it's important that you understand how trading works. I believe that you guys probably have got it's very interesting price action today. So can you let me know what you did with your trade? Yeah. Could be it was most likely it was a good trade, but as I mentioned, I expected to break down from here. It didn't. So when it defies the structure, did not want to continue. No problem. We do have a trade, quite a few trades every day. Today also, someday is break-even day. Today is break-even day. All right. So let me know, guys, how have you gone with that? Yep, most likely it might just break down and keep dropping, right? So code on GJ at break even. Yeah, Darren, thank you. Yep. So someday are break even day. Okay, both of the trade is break even, but it happens sometime. Okay, now it might just melt down to this level here. Okay, depends on how it will do. Okay, so this is another volatile day. It's moving in that direction, in fact. So in our first trade that we took, there is no news, we could keep that trade holding in that place. It didn't hit the TP, but because of the news we could see spread widening. Let's see what's happening. So gold, what gold did here is gold has made an inverted head and shoulder here. Okay, so it's now moving in that direction, so which we could see a bit bigger move, and GJ might be just dropping down now. Now you see that now it's not stopping anywhere. This is what happened when you exit the trade, it just goes in the direction without stopping anywhere. So it was just a manipulation here. Okay, so it was a fake move completely, just to take the traders from here. So if you look at the daily, ultimately the price from the daily resistance has gone down. No problem at all. We do open quite a few live trades and also the VIP trades. The main intention here is to keep in control in the trading account so that we can minimize the risk and maximize the profit. So I believe that you found value in this live session, guys and girls. If you find value, make sure you don't miss out to subscribe and also press that bell notification. And as you know that I do come on live. I'm talking too much. My word becoming changing. I don't know. My language changing. But hope that you guys understand different languages. So I do come on live twice every day, and another trading day coming tomorrow, NFP coming up. With that NFP, I would like to see all of you together trading in the live market. Are you guys ready for NFP and FOMC also coming later today? So with that said, thank you and trade safe. Always manage your risk when you are trading. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.